You made it to the keep in one piece. We've been waiting for you. It's Caede. The castle tower, a national treasure and a World Heritage Site, has been kept as it was when it was built, so there are no elevators or air conditioning inside. Depending on the season, you may have to watch your physical condition. The stairs are tough inside. The castle tower consists of a main tower, three smaller towers, and long turrets, all of which are registered as national treasures. At a quick glance, you might think that it is a five-story building, but it is actually one basement floor and 6 stories above ground. And the floor where you just entered is the first basement floor. As you will see when you take a tour inside, the keep is empty. The castle keep was not built for residence, but for barricading. So the lord lived elsewhere in the castle. But you can see a restroom, a place to cook, and there is a sink. Minimal amenities would be necessary if we had to stay in the castle for days. The first floor consists of a passageway called Musha Bashiri and the inner sanctum surrounded by it. In the inner sanctum, you would find high-ranking samurai. The lower-ranking samurai run around them. So they are called Musha equals samurai or Bashiri equal run. There are a total of 4 entrances to the main keep, 2 of which are on the first floor. All the entrances are double doors, and the inner door on the main keep side is made of steel and very sturdy. Let's go upstairs. You can see the armor hanger. First, when you go up the stairs, an L-shaped metal tool hanger for hanging guns, bows, and arrows. This is a remnant of a role of the main keep as an armory. The keep has about 200 windows, most of which are latticed. If you look closely at these lattices, you will see that they are not square but octagonal. The reason for this is that the octagonal grating makes it easier to prepare the firing angle when setting up a gun. Himeji Castle is indeed invincible. Located in the 4 corners of the 3rd floor is the Musha Gakushi. Musha means samurai, and Gakushi means hideout. As the name suggests, this is where the samurai hide. There is also a narrow space so that attacks can be made properly from the inside to the outside. And if enemies would enter the keep, the defenders can jump out and attack from here. There's a sign on each of the main pillars on the east and west sides. These are the pillars that run from the lowest ground floor to the 5th floor and support the main keep. The west main pillar was replaced with a new one during the Showa period between 1926 and 1989. But the east main pillar has only undergone a few repairs at the base, and the original pillar is still in use today. We are now on the 4th floor. Do you see the window high up just below the ceiling? When you use a flintlock gun, smoke is released and smoke starts swirling inside the castle. So this window is for venting the smoke. I thought they were going to attack from here too. The stairs get steeper and steeper. This, of course, is another device to hinder the advance of enemy soldiers. The steepest part tilts about 50 degrees. Be careful not to fall off. The fifth floor is empty, but you can see the tops of the main pillars on the east and west sides. The steel parts were reinforced during the major repairs in the Showa period. This floor is dimly lit because the structure is not visible from the outside. I guess you could call it a hidden floor, another feature for defense. Now we finally reach the top floor, the sixth floor. This is the Osakabe Shrine, where the guardian deity of Himeji Castle is enshrined. The shrine has existed here since before Himeji Castle was built, and it was originally regarded as the dwelling of the guardian god of the area. In fact, during the major renovation that began in 2009, at first, only the plaster was supposed to be repainted. But after an investigation, they found that this top floor was in such a bad condition that they had to rebuild almost the entire sixth floor. And they found traces of another window that had initially been designed around here. It is believed that the design was changed in the middle of the project for defense reasons, and that these windows were never built. Also, only the windows on this floor are not lattice windows. It is said that the lattice was not put in so that the lord of the castle could look out over his territory far and wide. Indeed, it's a great view. By the way, all 75,000 roof tiles, of which there are more than 50 different types, were replaced during the major renovation that began in 2009. The stairs are steep and slippery on the way down, so be careful coming down. Inside the small keep as you head for the exit, you will find a chronology of Himeji Castle, original roof tiles that were replaced during repairs, repair patterns, and a wooden model of the main keep. So take your time as you make your way down. Don't forget to have a look through the open windows to see the color of the plaster and the way it is raised. You probably won't find a place in the world with this much plaster on the roof. Then I'll be waiting for you just outside the keep.